Good morning, July 5th. I finally watched my videos that I've posted on Instagram, and I realized that they're all too long and you can't see the end of any of them. So I have a YouTube page if you're interested. It's Raleigh Ratcliffe. It's the YouTube page where you can see the whole video. But I don't want to do a poem this morning, but I'm going to start my story. So I was born in 1976 in Columbus, Ohio. My parents quickly moved to Blue Springs, Missouri, I apologize, where I grew up. My mom was part of generational abuse that passed on to us kids. It was religious and psychological, right? You could never be good enough. I remember being a young man going to the movie with my friends, and my mom saying, make sure you are where you want to be when Jesus comes back. All I want to do is play soccer and hide and seek with my friends. You know, it's a pretty heavy burden to put onto children. I don't blame my mom. I've forgiven her. And other than that, you know, I had a lot of friends, a great neighborhood, and grew up in a good place. I had to do some therapy earlier this year when my sister finally brought to my attention through another terrible situation that I didn't understand what had happened when I was a child, right? So you do the work and get it out. Get that on the table and start talking about it. And through that process, I was able to forgive my mother. There's a verse in the Bible where Jesus says, suffer the little children to come to me. In our church, you couldn't run in the sanctuary. Been in Catholic churches where they said you can't chew gum around the Holy Sacrament. I know that the sanctuary is not holy and the sacrament's not holy if you don't allow children to run and play in front of it. How could it be? You've totally separated God from what he is. He loves children. He wants them to be children. If you've let your earthly religion separate you from that, then you failed already, haven't you? I'm sure Jesus would be very pleased to know that we're, you know, not allowing children to be children. That's totally against every single thing that he ever stood for. So there's more to come. Yeah, and you might say, well, that's an arrogant statement by a alcoholic and an addict. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. I'm entitled to my opinion. And until someone provides me with evidence that's sufficient for me to change it, I will not. Right? I think it's necessary when I'm talk about rigorous honesty to say those words. It's how I felt. I spent my whole life in the church. I'm certainly not a theologian, but I'm not a novice either. So I'm happy to listen to anything from anywhere. Right? I've had too many people that were from too many walks of life, too many things that we call bad in my life come and help me become the person that I am today. So certainly I don't want to be a judge. I don't need that responsibility, although I do take it as a weak human from time to time, and I don't want to be perfect. It sounds terrible. I wouldn't have the ability to fail and learn in that situation. So thank you for your time. If you want to see my whole poems or anything that's cut off short on Instagram, Raleigh Ratcliffe on YouTube, I would just ask to share it with one person if you know somebody that needs help. Thanks.